Back again, back again. Since yesterday, a few things have happened. I think I said a couple of things about FSG players, moving elsewhere, and the Euros. You saw that Spain versus France game, didn't you? Wasn't that wonderful? Wasn't that wonderful? Sorry, people. Just woke up. I've got lots of stuff to talk about, which is obviously about Liverpool Football Club and the Euros as well. Outside Liverpool Football Club, there's a few things happening in regards to takeovers and people resigning as well. So do me a favor before we start, hit that subscription button, notification button, like button, all that good stuff. Follow us on all of our social medias as well, which you can see right there in the screen. There's Facebook missing and there's Twitch missing from that as well. We're on that as well. So yeah, please go and follow us on that. It's all about the YouTube channel, like I always say. We're looking for more subscribers on YouTube. We're on the road to 2,000. So please, if you're watching other social medias such as Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, X, TikTok, wherever you're at, just come to the YouTube channel and subscribe. That's what it's all about. That's what we're working towards. That's what we want to make popular, and make this a regular thing. I know I keep saying that a lot, but if it works out, you never know what's going to happen in the future, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so please do that for me. Okay, we're going to talk about the Euros first, obviously yesterday's game, so let's do this. Wasn't this kid phenomenal yesterday? I just couldn't believe he's 16 years old. We see now we see young players, black players that is playing for nations that they never used to in the past, like Germany, Spain, and things like that. And that's something that's progressing in football, and we've got to think about it, people. These things never used to happen 20 years ago, but it's happening now. Italy as well. I mean, it's just it's something. Humanity has come together finally, and realized humans are just colors. Really, there's no other thing that we don't share. We share everything. I mean, we've got the same body parts. It's just the color is the difference. And finally, I think people are seeing, we're all together. I mean, and that's good. That's very, very good. Yeah, but this kid yesterday was phenomenal. But let's start with the game in a way. France obviously took the lead by one goal. Obviously, across to the far post, and it was headed in. I don't know. I look at France, and I was telling you guys this about Mbappe. Yeah, I think he's lost the hunger for football, guys. I think it's all about money for this kid. I don't think Mbappe is interested in playing football anymore. I don't know what it is like. From when he was a youth to now, that's two different players. Because when he was playing as a kid, when we all saw him and he won that World Cup, you could see the trajectory is going up. Yeah, but now you look at him, he's the captain of France, which he shouldn't be anyway. He's got no leadership aura about him. I don't see him as a leader when I look at him. I see a selfish person, but I don't see a leader. I mean, good, some world-class players have selfish, stuff, and it works out for them. Yes, I agree. But yesterday, I think they've just been taken to the cleaners by Spain, man. And, Spain's a young team, people. They're rebuilding from that great team, Iniestas and Xavis and Alonso's, Torres, all these players. They're rebuilding it, but it's working. And then you look at the Spanish league. The Real Madrid have just won the Champions League, and it shows. Although I think that the Spanish league ain't as strong as the other leagues, but it shows they're working towards rebuilding it as well. And this kid Yamal, being 16, scoring that left foot curler in the top corner, and it's a good goalkeeper, by the way, and he had no chance of it. Shows like they're moving in the right direction, and I rate this kid, man. I don't know much about him. I only saw him like a couple of times, but he was phenomenal. Well deserved in a way. Well deserved to be in the final. It's going to be an interesting one tonight. Obviously, we're going to have to watch this game, which is Holland versus England. A lot of us probably don't support England as Liverpool fans, as we, our own personal reasons. We don't associate ourselves with the national team, but we've still got a few players, obviously, in both sides. So it's going to be an interesting game tonight. It's going to be an interesting game because both teams haven't been in the front foot, or looking in a way that they can win the tournament. Do you get what I'm saying, people? They don't look like that when I'm watching England and Holland. Like Holland that takes 2 steps forward, and 2 steps back. England just stay in the same line. Like you don't know if they're coming and going. So I want to discuss about England because I'm in England. I lived there, most of my life. A lot of questions about England. What's wrong with them? Why aren't they performing to the levels that everybody wants them to perform at? It's because there's a lot of egos in England. There's always been egos in England since I was a kid. And beyond that as well. There's no togetherness. I've never seen any togetherness of the England teams since, you could say, 1966. But that was the different times. Football has developed even further since then. It's just when I look at England, the fans and the national team, it's not as one. Like if England lose, I might say we a couple of times for some reason, but if England lose, you're gonna get people shouting, racist abuse at some players, shouting at the manager, shouting, it's always the same thing, like different generation. Like we don't move on like other nations, if you know what I mean. This is why we are where we are. As a national team, and until we change our way of thinking about football, and change our way of thinking in regards to players coming to the national team from the club football, and there's no egos, there's no rivalries, England's gonna stay the same. Yes, they're 1 step away from the final, but do they deserve to go to the final? No, not really. They haven't done anything that was amazing to get there. They get these last minute wins or penalty shootouts and things like that, but that's about it, really. There's a lot of work for England if they want to progress as a national team. They got to change the style of football. Gareth Southgate. If you don't trust Gareth Southgate in your football club, why are you trusting him with the national team? So if Gareth Southgate leaves, obviously, at the end of the tournament, are you saying that a lot of clubs are going to be lining up for him, to take over their football club? No, because he ain't rated that like that. So if you got this type of manager that's grinding out results, not with style or getting the team as one, like together as one, it's like insanity, innit? You keep repeating the same thing again and again, and you expecting a different result. You keep picking the same team again and again and again, and you expecting a different result. That's how I see it when I look at Gareth Southgate and the England managers before him. It just ain't working. You look at the players like Harry Kane and Maguire. I know Maguire ain't there anymore, but you kept on picking players like this every single time. If you could have went in the direction of young, hungry players that want to win, because with the young players, the most important thing is they just want to run through walls for you. Like they will just do anything to get to the top, and then you have to keep them there. You have to make sure they don't stray anywhere. Take care of them as a nation, take care of them in the football clubs, and make sure you have that relationship with the football clubs as well. Because I don't think the England team and the English football clubs have that relationship. If you know what I mean, taking care of each other. And that's what they need to. If you look at Spain, if you look at Holland, if you look at all the big nations, they take care of their national team. Over here, it's just egos, rivalries, and all this nonsense that doesn't even work. And like I said, the tactical side of football has to change in this country in order for it to move on. Because like playing this naive football, like we just play and then we see where we're gonna go next. Ain't gonna work, man. You have to have a plan in place, man. You have to have all the players moving together. If you have to defend, you defend together. If you attack together. If you have to keep possession, you have to keep it together, and things like that. Like you look at Kyle Walker, great defender. He can run up and down that right side. He's quick as he's coming to the end of his career. Great, but what does he do outside that? Does he do any creativity? Does he really contribute to the team any other way? I mean, like look at Cafu, good defender, great attacker. You look at Alvarez, good defender, great attacker. So Alvarez, good defender, great attacker. You look at all the best right backs. Jorginho in '94 World Cup, great defender, great attacker. That's what you need. We don't, you know what I mean? And we do the same type of thing year in and year out. Like I'm thinking to myself, I've seen this player before. You look at Luke Shaw, Kenny Sampson. It's just similar. Like there's no difference. It's just the same thing again and again. Isn't it time you move on from things like that? Maybe you need like a 6 foot, 4 right back and left back that can attack. I don't know. Something different that could make this England team better. Think better. Like start, having a go at teams and making the team look that they're together. There's something not right with this team since day one, like long time ago. I'm talking about since after 1966, if you could say that. Because no matter what manager takes over, it's the same trend. If it's Capello, if it's Ericsson, if it's anyone, it doesn't matter. Roy Hodgson, it's just the same old nonsense, and it's never going to change, man. The way it's going. What do I see about today's game? England could win. You never know. England could win. I mean, don't forget, England made it to the final of the last Euros. But Holland is a good team as well. Holland have some players there that can, cause damage people. So that's what you got to look into, man. Yeah, but yeah. Like I said, if you don't change the way of football in this country, it's going to be the same forever. You know what I mean? And we haven't changed. Same old story. Racism, boring football, boring managers, and the same players playing again and again and again and expecting a different result, but it's never gonna happen. You know what I mean? I hope, they make it to the final for our players' sake, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. But things gotta change, man. Things gotta change. And don't expect Holland to be a walkover today. Holland, what I like about them right now is like they started off slow, but as time went on, they're getting better. Not only better, the togetherness is there. As they've got a formation set. I mean, you see Gakpo on the left, and you see another player on the right. You see like the midfield is compact. They've got so many players around it, and Depay out front. I don't rate Depay, but it is what it is, isn't it? You're not gonna have the best players in the world all the time. So he thinks he's the best player in the world, the way he walks around, the way he acts, but he's not, man. He's just an ordinary player that has some talent in it. That's about it. Yeah, so don't expect England to walk over Holland tonight, because Holland are gonna fight and they're gonna give a fright to England as well. As I said, if England have had a like togetherness and no egos, I think they'll be fine. But that's the only thing that's stopping me from thinking of them winning tonight or the Euros. They need to, that's something they got to work on after the tournament. Win or lose the tournament. They got to work on it. They got to work it off the pitch and sort that out. You got to love to play for your nation. I don't think any of those players love to play for the nation. I don't think they're bothered. You know what I mean? And it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. Like in the old days, everybody loved the nation. They'd do anything to play for their international team. But nowadays it's like, I'll make it if I can. Maybe not. I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is nowadays. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. Lots of work, man. Lots of work. Yeah, people like, there's about, 70 people watching me right now. Come to the YouTube channel, subscribe and all that stuff. We're on the road to 2,000. Please, come on the comments and, start saying your things as well. If you agree with me, disagree with me, I'll put a poll up on the YouTube channel as well about, as Liverpool fans, should we back England? So you could put your thoughts on that as well. Much appreciated. Yeah, so that's what I think about the international football and all that stuff. Who do I think is going to win this tournament? I think Spain is looking pretty good, people. There. What I said about England, they're completely the opposite. You know what I mean? They're together. They fight. They do everything. They want to go down the other day and they came back and won the game. You know what I mean? Come on. Yeah, but like I said about Mbappe, people, he's taking the easy way out now, going to Real Madrid to win trophies and, win Ballon d'Ors and all that stuff. In the next tournament, he's going to be aging, I think about 28, something like that, 29 in the next tournament, in the Euros, I think it is. So, has he made an impact, to the extent of world-class level? I don't think he has. I think he's still got a lot of work. Yeah, Mbappe's got to work hard, man. He's got to work hard. But yeah, let's go to the transfers. There's a few things I want to, the people I talk about, is related to Liverpool as well. So let's talk about that stuff right now, yeah? Okay, people, let's do this. There's a player that, a lot of teams chasing. Yes, that's his name, Leny Yoro. He's a centre back, obviously for Lille. A lot of teams want him. He's highly rated. I don't know much about him. I've been trying to watch him. Like I thought he was left-footed, but he's right-footed. I wish I can tell you. Like there's a lot about him. Hi, for any transfer updates. I'm on it now, bro. I'm on it now. That's why I wait for your comments. Hello, mate. How's you? I'm good. Another day, another stream, of course. No action in the transfer market. I'll take it. We don't know. You never know. If as time goes on, maybe I'll see something on Twitter and I'll just put it up. You know what I mean? Big up LFC Aaron. Big up, brother. Afternoon, everyone. As always. Negative tactics from Southgate doesn't help. Yeah, it's terrible, bro. It's terrible. Yes, Uncle Rods. Big up as always, mate. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was just talking about England. I hope I clarified like what the issues are, what they got to work on, and all that stuff. Because it's too many years of the same crap, and expecting a different result. It's never gonna happen, mate. It's never gonna happen. So I'm a realist. I mean, I don't come over here giving you BS or anything like that, people. I'm just off the cuff thing. There's nothing written. You know what I mean? I just think about it and I start talking about it. If you know what I mean. So that's the way it is. That should be football. If you know what I mean. If you're a lover of football, as I say. Yeah, so Leny Yoro, hope I said his name right, because I'm not very good with names, you know what I mean? Not very good with names. It's chased by, obviously, Liverpool. We're the first ones, I think, that was announcing that were interested in him. He's a centre-back. We need, obviously, Van Dijk replacement. We've been looking for that for a while. Van Dijk ain't getting any younger. I think he became, let me just check, I think 33 now, isn't he, Van Dijk? I'm sure he is. Let me check. Sorry about that, people. I should be ready for that one. Yeah, he's 33 now. He's 33. His birthday was recently as well. Let me just keep Twitter active. Yeah, what I like to do is look at Twitter while I'm doing the stream. If there's any breaking news or anything like that, I'll just bring it on for you guys. So that's what I used to do before. Now, I've calmed down with that stuff. So I love the transfer windows, you know what I mean? It's always interesting, if you know what I mean. It makes me happy. It makes me really happy, like doing that as well. So I remember last year we was talking about Caicedo, and that went viral. Confirm. There we go. 21. I'm just looking at that Rio kid. I think what's his name? Fabrizio Romano was just saying something, but that was an hour ago. It's something I already know. Yeah, I'm just looking around YouTube. I don't know. A lot of players are back for Liverpool, as you guys know. I think Danny Olmo is interested in Liverpool at the moment. We're going to be talking about that. I'll bring it up on Twitter as well. Yeah, so Leny Yoro, obviously we all know Liverpool were after him first, and then the likes of Real Madrid comes out of nowhere. I honestly think Real Madrid uses us as their scout. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. Because every player that we go for, Real Madrid is always there. We're their scouting system. I think we need to keep our mouth shut. That's what we need to do first of all, man. Don't say nothing. Or lead them in the wrong path. Lead them to another player that's not, that's not our target. Pretend we're going for him, and then they could go down that direction, and then we go the other direction. You know what I mean? For the player we actually want. Just trick them, innit? Just trick them, and then laugh at them at the end. Ha ha ha! We wasn't going for him in the first place, you stupid idiots. Yeah, but it's weird. It's weird, isn't it? As I said in the beginning of obviously talking about this kid, we need a Van Dijk replacement. Van Dijk's 33 years old, people. He's his body ain't gonna be the same. You gotta wake up to reality, people. As a ex-footballer, I know how that feels like. I love football more than anything, but when my knees ain't the same anymore, I said, it's time to stop, because the knees, you need it. In an old age, you need to walk. So these things that he's gonna experience. I was around his age when my knees start going bad. So it's time, I know like footballers last till 40 nowadays. I don't know how it's happening. I see 40-year-old footballers on the pitch. It's weird, it's strange. You know what I mean? Like compared to what we used to get in the past. But yeah, it's time to find Van Dijk's replacement. I've been saying that for the last couple of years. Something similar to Van Dijk. Strong, composed. Leader. Things like that. We need that. We need that at the back, because if Van Dijk leaves, I don't want us to be another 30 years waiting for the next Alan Hansen. You know what I mean? It's weird. And we don't want to go through the likes of Lovron and Skirtles. Neil Ruddocks, Phil Babbs. We don't want to go through that route, man. I don't want to go down that route. You know what I mean? John Scales. It's just a mess. Absolute mess back in the day, man. And we had to accept it for what it was. Man. Don't remind me of those days, man. Yeah, I don't want to go through that. So this is what we need to look for. I know you're saying there ain't anyone out there like Van Dijk. Yes, you're 100% correct. But something younger and coming up is out there. Not similar to Van Dijk, but has some similar kind of attributes. Like something pacey centre back who could head the ball. I don't care about the passing, to be fair, guys. Like as long as he can defend better and can make the short passes, what do we care about the rest? That's what we need. That's what we need, man. And that's what I'm looking for. Is this kid that? I don't know. I really don't know. I've seen bits of him. I did say yesterday I don't rate him because I don't know much about him. I don't rate him because I don't know much about him. Unless I watch him thoroughly, game after game after game after game after game, and see what's good and what's bad. I don't know much. What I see sometimes is people make up stories and then expect it to be believable. And I don't want to put you through that when I'm talking about players. I have to watch them constantly to have my own judgment, because everybody can look in the good in the eye straight away, but as time goes on they could be not as good as what you thought. Look how many players we bought in the past. We thought, oh wow, Poulsen, remember I think he was at Juventus, the Danish player, came to Liverpool, he was crap. Akolani came to Liverpool, he was crap. So many players, we could have a list of names, like paragraphs of names that came to Liverpool. They were crap, but they look good in their club. And that's why I don't want to go through. We need to work on a lot of things, people. A lot of things, in my opinion. Yeah. So according to reports, Leny Yoro is on the way to Man United. They accepted the bid from Man United, and as I said yesterday, Caicedo, remember people, remember. Brighton accepted a bid for Caicedo, and Caicedo ended up elsewhere. So if Real Madrid wants a player, they're going to get that player. We know that. They always go after the players that we go after, as I said earlier, and they're going to get him. They're working on some kind of transfer, apparently, with Leny's club, Yoro's club, and they want to get him for the cheap. But Lille, I don't think want that. So what Lille is doing is they're holding on. They're holding on. Holding on. That song. You keep me holding on, that song. Yeah. That's what they're doing. They're saying nope, we want that much money for him, so pay up because he's only 18. People, the future looks bright for this kid. This kid's gonna be one of the best if he's at Real Madrid, innit? So, but then again, careers can go the other way at Real Madrid. As I said yesterday, I saw a striker, Serbian striker. I forgot his name. They gave him the number 9 shirt. I've never seen him though at Real Madrid anymore. I don't think he's there anymore. I mean, so I think he replaced Benzema when Benzema left or something. I don't know, something along those lines. And then we never seen him after that. So yeah, I've seen clips of this kid. He looks alright. He looks calm on the ball. He loves the tackle. He's quick. You know what I mean? And he can defend. The most important thing about a centre back that he can defend. You know what I mean? If you haven't got that, good luck, man. Yeah. So they accepted the bid from Man United. That's just accepting. There's no agreement in place. He hasn't signed a contract or anything like that. But Real Madrid could come around the corner and just say, you know what, son, you ain't going nowhere. And they're going to take him. You know what I mean? So Man United are looking, to bolster their squad. They're trying to get, right players in through the door. They keep. I think Man United, what they're looking for is defenders, innit? They're looking for a lot of defenders first before they move to the striker. They're happy, obviously, with the goalkeeper Onana, but they wanna get the defense sorted out as well. So, a bid can be accepted, but it doesn't mean anything, people. So don't read too much into it unless the player starts speaking and say, "I want to go to Man United," and he hasn't said that. You know what I mean? So. Lots of work ahead, but I don't think Liverpool is going to be entering this race. And don't hold your breath. Man United are looking for Gerard Brentwaite at Everton as well. So, like I said, more centre backs through the door. They're having a go at all those players to come through the door. Are they gonna get them? We don't know. Man United are a stupid club. You know what I mean, in regards to spending money, they might trying to walk their way through. Walk away with a few centre backs, but it depends on on the players. You know what I mean, Man United ain't as attractive as they used to be as well. Don't forget that, people. They are a big club still, but they're not as attractive as they used to be either. So don't expect too much. But yeah, the bid has been accepted, but there's no player, saying anything from the background or anything like that. So yeah. So we're going to move on to the next transfer of Liverpool Football Club now. Let's just concentrate on our one. We don't care about Yoro. He's not coming to Liverpool. We're not going to go for him. We're not going to waste our time. So just, breathe, people. Breathe. Move on. You don't need that. You don't need that. Yeah, so let's go. So internally, Reece Williams and Billy Cometio have been omitted from preseason training. So you're asking yourself, what do they mean? This is the latest news as well. Those two players are no longer wanted by Liverpool Football Club. Are you shocked? I'm not. They haven't done enough to be Liverpool players, in my opinion. Two centre backs. Reece Williams was a goalkeeper before, and he turned to a centre back. They haven't done enough, in my opinion, to be Liverpool players. So it's time to move on. It's time, they're at that age as well. Like, they need to go and look for a club. So that's what happened now. They both need to look after their future. So that's the latest news on that one. And am I upset about it? No, I can't be upset about it because they have been given opportunities to start for Liverpool Football Club and they've done nothing, people. They've done nothing. Okay, you could say Reece Williams came into the team and done a lot. You know what I mean? In regards to us finishing in the Champions League spot and all that stuff. I agree. Yes, he done good that season. But where's the progression after that? I haven't seen nothing. John Conway, big up, brother, big up. And Billy Cometio, I thought he was better than what he is. Left-footed centre back. He could play left back. He could. I thought he can run. He can't run people. He struggles. To accelerate when he's running. You know what I mean? My mum was calling me. Sorry, guys. I don't know what mum was calling me. Mom, I'll call you back. Sorry about that. You know what I was doing before this, yeah, guys? What I do now, yeah, just to keep myself calm, I listened. Do you remember those Van Damme films in the 80s? And Rocky and all these other martial arts movies back in the day. Over the top, with the arm wrestling. I just listen to the music before I start myself up now before I come on here, and I like that. You know what I mean? Those music, the music from the 80s movies, like especially Karate Kid and Rocky and Bloodsport, Kickboxer, just gives me that energy again, man. I miss that. I miss those films, man. I really miss those films. Leny Journey Madrid only. Yeah, Steve, we're seeing it. We have to see it. Our Man United just giving us false information, or are they gonna really get into it? Yeah, we have to wait and see on that one. Yeah, these two players, they're disappointed, guys. Like I said, Reece Williams has done well in that season that we qualified for the Champions League and finished third. But other than that, yeah, he's been awful, man. Loan here, loan there, and they cut his loan short. Doesn't do much. Not good enough, man. Not good enough at all. So, yeah, listen, I don't need money for them. They could just go, just get out of my football club, you know what I mean? And we could go for the youth that's coming through right now. Like, look at Kwanzaa. Like when Kwanzaa came in, you already know there's a player there. When these two play, you just panic, you know what I mean? And I don't want to. They got no pace. You need pace at the back, guys. If you haven't got no pace, you're messed up. You know what I mean? There's no joke in that things. You have to, you have to physically be, ready for order for you to play as a centre back nowadays. And if you haven't got that, you look at Arsenal, 2 physical centre backs. They're gonna sign a third one now. You know what I mean, so if you haven't got that in your team, yeah, we're in trouble, man. The only time Liverpool have been successful is when we started having physical centre backs, and that's where the Champions League win come from. That's where the Premier League win come from as well. So you got to think about it, man. If you haven't got no physicality, I can't even say the word, physicality at the back, it's not gonna help you, man. Yeah, and them two, it's time to go, man. It's not good. They're not good enough, man. You gotta be realistic. Man. I've heard some stories about this guy today, Anthony Gordon. That he's from his camp. He's saying he wants to leave. He wants to join Liverpool, his boyhood club, and all that stuff. Listen, if we got the money, let's get him in it. Let's get him, because it's all down to him now. He has to lower the wages, so the transfer somehow. They want around, was it 70, 80 million? We ain't gonna give that. We ain't that type of club. You know what I mean? The laugh says it all. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, if he could manage to get it to 50, 40, I think Liverpool's gonna go for him. It's something we need, innit? Something we need, so we could move players around instead of like keeping them in that role they don't want to play and all that stuff. So an extra option on the left, on the right, that's not bad, is it, man? He could play on the right as well. Don't forget that, people. So yeah. So what I've heard is he's trying to push the transfer for Liverpool. So we'll have to wait and see in that one. Have to wait and see. Nico Williams. I know a lot of us have been trying to get him to Liverpool, but the issue is he's Barcelona banned, as you can see on the shirt. I haven't, like in the Euros, I've seen him in the beginning of the Euros, but I haven't seen him after that. In the latter stages, I mean, he's not doing much. The other kid is doing more than Yamal, or whatever his name is, Yamal. It's the one who's doing more damage than him. I mean, so, well, I wouldn't oppose, obviously, him come to Liverpool, but I've heard he's going towards the direction of Barcelona. And Barcelona have to find a way to buy him as well. Barcelona, they're not rich anymore, people. They're not that club anymore. They made a lot of mistakes down the years, so they have to correct it at the moment. And, and it's... that's why they buy the bottom of the barrel players nowadays. Nico Williams, it looks like he's bound. You know what I mean? But you never know. If they don't come up with the money and Liverpool come in, why not, man? Anything's possible in life. Anything's possible in life. Yeah. So yesterday, I scattered this youngster Rio. I looked at him. What's the fuss about this kid? I was thinking, like, why they keep talking about this kid like he's the next Maradona or something, mate? Guys, from what I've seen of the youth, he looks good. He looks very good. Let me just put it that way. And I like it. And I like it a lot. So he is gonna come to Liverpool from what I've heard. Obviously, he's only 15. He's not gonna make it to the first team yet. He's gonna obviously play with the other players in the youth, but he might get chances in the cups. So wait for that. You know what I mean? Just wait for the cups and see if he gets chance in those ones. Yeah, I like what I saw. Let me just put it that way. I was impressed. Didn't think like he could do what. I thought like he was just a pass. Like a Bellingham, but he's more than that. He can dribble. He could do step overs. He could do a lot of stuff. He could commit defenders and take them on and make them look like idiots. You know what I mean? And leave them on their ass. You know what I mean? Things like that. He could do that. And I like what I saw. I really like what I saw of him. Yeah. So yeah, just be prepared, guys. Like the things around this kid is positive. It is positive, and he will make it somewhere somehow. If it's not Liverpool, probably somewhere else. Injury, hopefully no injuries to him. Yeah, but I like what I saw in the youth system. Chelsea, Chelsea have got, like, to me, the best youth system in England, in my opinion. I know Man City, a lot of people say, but if you look at Chelsea's record with youth players, like going around the world and around the country, it's just amazing, guys. Like, it's really, really good. That's what I want my club to be. I've always said it. Like, good luck, good luck if Skas has come through the team and all that stuff. But let's go around the country. Let's go around the world and get the best youngsters and get them into our youth system. So, as we already know, we're not going to spend a lot anyway under this ownership. So, if we can get them through the youth system to the first team, can you imagine like how good we could be? Have that Barcelona time, when they had started getting Iniestas and all these players at the same time. Can you imagine though? Yeah. Can you imagine, man? Yeah, but yeah, this looks positive, people. From what I've seen, it looks positive. So don't worry about that. I saw this today. Arne Slot meets Mo Salah for the first time. Salah looks excited for the season ahead. Look at Salah, with that shaved hair. About time, man. Like, act your age, bro. I mean, always got that dumbass curly, bushy hair, thinking like it's changing you as a player. It's giving you some power on the pitch. It ain't, man. Yeah, it just look like a donut. That's what it looks like. Yeah, but it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, they met for the first time. Obviously, they spoke on the phone before Salah came back from obviously the break. But yeah, it's a big season for him. Is he gonna stay at Liverpool or is he gonna leave? That's what we need to know. Like I said, with me, I don't mind keeping him, but I've moved on from things like this, being sentimental on players. I've moved on. I think I suggest everyone to do that, because players age. They don't play the same anymore. The pace is gone. The goals become less. So if we don't quickly get a replacement that's capable of taking his place, then we're in trouble, man. We need to work on it right now. Right now, we need to work on those players coming through the door, people. We have to be quick as well. Otherwise, time goes by, we're fucked. Absolutely fucked. Yeah, let me just get to the comments and just go on. Where was I? Hang on. There's so many now. Everybody's awake. Appreciate everybody, man. I appreciate everybody. Davis from Bayern also joining Madrid. I think he's got one more season, Steve, at Bayern, and then he'll be free in the summer. That's what I know. They're still relying on the other guy that's there for now. But yeah, I think Davis has got one more season from what I've heard, because he'll be a free transfer at the end of the season. Lee Wizkid, big up, bro, big up. I don't know you, but thanks for coming on the channel. Please subscribe if you can. No pressure, bro, no pressure. Leo either sell to Madrid this summer or lose him on a free to Madrid next year. Yeah, listen, Madrid are in pole position. How many players don't want to join Madrid, bro? How many players, Steve? Every player, even English players, I had a dream playing for Real Madrid. You know what I mean? Like, you know anything about Real Madrid? You're a local guy. You should support your local team. You know what I mean? Coming out with, the dream playing for Real Madrid. Shut up, man. Man United in serious talks to sign. Agate, yeah. I think that thing around PSG is gone, isn't it? You know, those days of everybody thinking, you know, a lot of money, let's join PSG is gone, man. Big up, brother, as always. Big up, man. We'll talk later. We'll talk later, brother. Big up as always. Georgie Haji, yeah, come on, man. He's one of my legends, man. Come on. I'm not these people that say I know this, I know that. I grew up watching these guys. These guys are my heroes. My heroes. Bonkers, big up as always, bro. Thought we was serious for Yoro. I thought we was as well. But the thing is, Bonkers, as soon as we announce we're going for a player, Real Madrid appear. You know, like it's like a little squirrel, isn't it? When they're eating the peanuts and then something happens and they go like this, like that. It's always happening. It's always happening with Real Madrid. Liverpool's chasing this player. Oh, he looks to be good. He could be the replacement for Van Dijk. Real Madrid up here, you know, like this. We've got the power. We could do whatever we want. I just hope our owners, since they're Americans, they've got some shit on Real Madrid so they can't do that to us anymore. You know what I mean? I just hope. You know what I mean? I thought our owners have that kind of power. Being American, you know, they could do anything. If anyone messes with them, they will pay you back. But, you know, we ain't got that type of owners. We ain't got that. Oh, man. It's crazy, man. Liverpool's chasing a player. He looks to be a great prospect. He's going to be probably the next Van Dijk. He's probably going to be the next Salah. Real Madrid prepare. Yeah, we're here. We're here. We want him too. Yeah, yes. Anything Liverpool want, we want too. Yeah, yeah. That's how it is. They are scouts. We don't need scouts. We don't need to pay scouts. We don't need to, you know, waste money. Liverpool do everything for us. It's always like that, man. Always. Craziness, man. Craziness. But get busy in the comments, people. I'm here for you guys for the next hour or so. So, yeah, man. It's always going to be that. Yeah, so, I don't know if you guys heard about this. I don't know how to say that. Amanda Stavely. I don't know. Hopefully I got it right. Stavely. She's leaving Newcastle after 3 years. You know, when you talk about things like this, especially when the lady is a Liverpool fan, anything can happen, isn't it? So, apparently she's had enough of Newcastle. Her and her husband went away. And, you know what it was? When they got to Newcastle, they thought they could do what they did at Man City. They thought like they could spend money, they could do this, they could do that. And it didn't work out that way. You know, everything was restricted. Newcastle have to do this, to do that in order for them to buy players. And it didn't work out the way they wanted. So now she's had enough and she wants to move on. Newcastle was never her priority. If you look in history, people, like this lady, Amanda, she's been trying to buy Liverpool for years and people don't even know that. Since I think 2008 or something like that, she had a consortium that wanted Liverpool. And we always reject it for some reason. I don't know why. You know what I mean? It's either the fan base or something that stops these Arab owners coming to Liverpool Football Club. I'm not saying we should go and get Arab owners, but if she's a fan and she wants to buy the club that she wants, what's wrong with that? You know what I mean? And that's what I don't understand. I thought it's good supporters to buy their football club. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah. So yeah, they decided to leave. Newcastle project ain't as attractive as what they thought it was. So I don't know what her next step is going to be. I don't think FSG is going to sell Liverpool. So let's just put that out the window. Unless she makes a, 6 billion, you know what I'm saying? 6 billion to Liverpool owners. Maybe. There's a maybe, But I wouldn't hold my breath. That didn't last long. That's not, listen, they didn't want Newcastle. They've always wanted Liverpool. And she thought that she finally, can do that. Maybe she was part of that, team that wanted to buy Liverpool a couple of years ago before the World Cup when they announced it. But you never know. You never know. But it is what it is, I'm just letting you guys give you an update, like she's leaving Newcastle. So this is what I obviously put on the thumbnail, obviously on the text as well. So yesterday we only knew a little bit about this. We didn't know a whole lot about it, if you know what I mean. We only know a little bit, like Liverpool, not Liverpool. FSG is interested in buying Bordeaux in France. So it is true. They have announced it, but as it says there, Bordeaux have released a statement to confirm that the club is in talks. That club is in talks with FSG over the sale of majority stake in the French side. So it was true. What we had yesterday, it was true, because I only saw it at the time I was on here, and I said, like, why are we buying other clubs when we're struggling with our one? And it doesn't make sense. But they're businessmen, innit? These guys are businessmen, and their priority is, to expand their franchise into, other countries. You might see a Brazilian team next. You might see an Arabic team next. Saudi Arabian team next. You don't know. They just want the FSG brand to be around the world. So that's what they're doing. And yesterday I said, like, if we can't, financially help Liverpool Football Club with players and all that stuff, what chance have we got if they're going for these teams? It's not going to affect Liverpool now, but you got to look at the future, if you know what I mean. And that's what worries me, because I honestly don't give a damn about the clubs. Like I said yesterday, I'm all about Liverpool Football Club, and if my ownership don't concentrate on my club, just on my club, then we've got a problem. And that's how I see it, guys. And as I said yesterday, stand up for Liverpool Football Club, because I don't think enough of us are doing that. As a fan all my life, you know what I mean, and loving this club this long, I'm consistent what I say. I don't really sway from it, and I don't see these people as being good for us. Yes, they've done great, in the beginning of Klopp's, era, but what happened after that? I mean, where is the progression? Where is the strength and depth in our football club? Where is the Fakirs? Then we get Shakiris. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, Shaqiri is a great player, but he was never going to be a first team player. Where's the Chouaminis? Then we get Nunes. You know what I mean? And look at how people are turning on Nunes now. I mean, it's like the players we go for, we don't get, but we get the the lower of the of the barrel players. Like, we always do that. Where's the Caicedos? Do we get Endo? No offense to Endo, but that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's always the players that replace the players we're supposed to be chasing. We get the bottom of the barrel. And like it says on the actual statement, on the text, where is the money, John? Where is that 111 million you wanted to spend on Caicedo? You had a whole season to figure out who's going to be the replacement for Caicedo. Where's your scouting system, man? Where's your team that's looking to replace, someone like that? Arsenal bought Rice, changed their fortunes. You know what I mean? Look at Arsenal. Man City bought Rodri, changed their fortunes. You need that DM. We bought Fabinho, and look how good that was. We need that DM that's going to be an enforcer for the team. Where is that 111 million, people? Have you even asked yourself that question, guys? Like, where is that money gone? I don't see it. I mean, you expect after that failure of a transfer window that there's going to be money available for a DM in the summer. We've been in the summer for a while now. Where is the money? Where's the player walking through the door? You had all that time to figure out what player we can get, and we're still waiting for you to get that player. That's a scam, Don't be fooled about that transfer with Caicedo. That could have been a scam. That could have been something FSG, John W. Henry, and Todd Bowley were working through. They could have been working together on that. These people are that devious. I'm telling you right now, people. They are capable of doing that. That's why there's a lot of them in the Premier League. About, say, 12 to 13 teams are owned by these people. And things are changing. Doesn't even look like football. I mean, VARs and all this stuff, those are from their country, these things. They want to do an all-star team. They want to do, one game played in the USA, a Premier League game, that is. The games we pay for to go, they want to take our game away and take it down there. Listen, you might think that's a joke. It could happen, man. Majority wins in votes. Majority wins in votes, guys. I have this feeling like we've been like lied to again about that Caicedo thing, man. Like, It's weird. I know, like, it's overstepping the mark, what I'm saying. But where is that 111 million on the DM, guys? Like, where is that money? We're staying here all quiet, saying nothing, but we haven't spent that money. We're still stuck, being the Liverpool that we know. Are they going to spend it this summer on a DM that's going to change, Liverpool's midfield? We need to know, man, because every other team's got a DM that can, hold his own. Arsenal have, Man City have. I mean, like, but we don't. We're the top 3 clubs. We're the only ones that don't have that DM that's gonna, change the way we are on the pitch. No offense to Endo, but Endo, he was always a stopgap, experienced player replacing Milner. But do you get what I'm saying, guys? Like, I don't think anyone's thought of this. Where is that 111 million, guys? It's it's weird, man. It's like continuous of the same, trail with FSG. Yeah, we're gonna make a marquee signing. We're gonna get, this player. We're gonna get that player, and then we get a cheaper player as a stopgap, and then we forget about the money that we're supposed to spend after that stopgap. It's the continuous of the same thing, guys. I have to ask this question. Listen, a lot of people are not asking. Where is that freaking money, man? Where is that money? Where's the 111 million on a DM? Please explain that to me. It's crazy, man. Steve says Gordon wants to leave FSG in a strong position to sign him at FSG price. Well, he has to lower the price, Steve. We're waiting for him to lower the price, bro. As a player, sometimes they get unsettled. He's got every right to be angry as well, because he didn't expect this to happen to him, but it's happening to him. Newcastle offered him in exchange for Kwanzaa, and Liverpool said no. Kwanzaa is our future. We're not going to sell our youngsters that come through the youth system just to please another team. Nah, mate, it ain't working like that. I'm sorry. And we know Kwanzaa is going to be quality in the future as well. We know that. So yeah, it's up to him, bro. He's unsettled from what I've heard. He's talking to Trent about coming to Liverpool and all that stuff. So he has to lower the price somewhere, somehow. He has to lower the price, bro. Yes, people, big up to everyone that's tuned in. I appreciate you all as always. Thank you for that. I could see around 90 people watching me right now. Please, if you're on other platforms, come to the YouTube channel, subscribe. I'm gonna hopefully just do YouTube very soon. So I'm only doing this because it's a transfer window, but as the season goes on, it's just gonna be YouTube only. So don't miss out on the good stuff that we do over here. We've got a great team like Uncle Rose, Anton, and other guys like Nura Beats. Please shout out to Nura Beats. He's not feeling well, so hopefully we'll be back very, very soon. So as you saw in the credits, so in the beginning, there's a lot of people in here that help me out. I appreciate them all, man. Yeah. With Gordon, it's up to him, bro. He has to force the move somewhere, somehow. We've done our bit, I prefer Eze or Gordon to Nico Williams. Steve says Eze is good, man. I like him, but I think he had a bad injury, and Liverpool have that, issues, buying players with bad injuries, and they come to Liverpool Football Club and they're not the same player anymore. Andy Carroll, Benteke, Akolani, the list goes on, man. The list goes on. They've all come to Liverpool, and they're just, because of their injury, they couldn't perform. And I don't want that to happen to Eze. He has to prove next season that he's fully fit and he's away from those injuries, in my opinion, in order for us to sign him, other teams to sign him. Because, we could see there's a quality there for Eze. But it's all about the consistency and being fit. That's what he needs to work on, bro. Bonko says, if Barcelona want Williams, then Diaz is off the table. Spot on, bro. 100%. Did you ever think like maybe Liverpool's asking for a lot of money? That's why they went for the Williams route. That's probably the problem. And not only that, it's only Diaz and his dad that's moving the needle towards Barcelona. Barcelona never showed any interest or anything like that, if you know what I mean. It's just the family's doing that. FSG is splashing the cash now, going signing now on signing Rio. Yeah, it's sad, isn't it, bro? Sad, isn't it? Changing the wage structure for a youngster. Offer Diaz to PSG in swap for Agate. I'll take that. I'll take that all day long, bro. All day long. No doubt about that, bro. Agree, Fuzzy from LFC Aaron. Yeah, bro. You know, I don't beat around the bush. You know what I mean? I'm a realist. You know what I mean? With everything I say. 100% offer comes in for Salah, sell him. So 100 million pounds offer comes in for Salah, sell him. Listen. I'm a realist, like I always say. Like I want to know about the future for Liverpool rather than right now. These guys have had their time. It's time to move on. If £100 million comes in, take it, man. Just take it and run away with it because it's never gonna come back. It's never gonna come back. Let's just be realistic here. Yes, listen to the LFC Aaron people. Hit the button, please. Hit the like button, please, everyone. Appreciate that. And as I always say, if you're watching from other platforms, please come to the YouTube channel, subscribe. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Real Madrid scouting network is players linked to Liverpool. Yeah, bro, it's always happening. I'm telling you, mate. It's a weird one, mate. It's a weird one. Every single time we're looking at our play. But then again, do we actually do transfers in that way? Do Liverpool, announce the players they're after publicly? No, not really. No. So yeah, so we gotta look into things like that. Maybe these things are set up from the press of Liverpool. Maybe they were never interested in the player, and they just putting stuff out there so other players teams can chase him, and they go the other route. Remember that the Bayern Munich player, the centre back who plays for France. I can't even. I don't know his name. It's shit anyway. You saw him the other day. Absolute garbage, man. I'm sorry, but I'm being realistic here, man. He's shit. You know what I mean? He's crap. Upamecano, or whatever his name is, he's crap. I'm sorry, but come on, man. You put players on the bench for that? Football's changing it. Football's changing. Thuram, like Lilian Thuram and Desailly and Laurent Blanc and all them lot. And LeBouf, must be laughing when they see that, man. That defender plays for France to win competitions? Can't run. He's got no strength. Can't control the ball. It just reminds me of Sacco, the ex-Liverpool player. That's what he reminds me. That's what he reminds me of when I look at him. Lankley, or Dangly. Just not good enough, man. What a joke, man. Put freaking Kanate in to keep it solid, for crying out loud. Saliba and Kanate can ruin anyone. But yet, you chose that idiot? What a dumbass team, man. Dumbass team, man. And yeah, like I said, I'm not that kind of person with Mbappe anymore, man. I think he lost his hunger, man. That guy, was it almost a million a week, euros a week at PSG? Nah, dumb, man. Yeah, FFP has really hamstrung Newcastle. Yeah, bro. They have, man. It's unfair because the likes of City and all them lot, can spend whatever they want at the time. But as soon as Newcastle do the same thing, no. You can't do that. But City can cheat their way to titles, but you can't do that. I mean, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Fozzy, what is your opinion on the multi club model? Aaron, I'm from the old school in it, man. But I don't know. If it happened to my club, what would I say, bro? What would I say if it happened to my club? What would I say to my club? You know what I mean? I'll be happy. You know what I mean? Because it makes us, up there with the richest teams in the world. But other than that, it does ruin football. Let's just be realistic here. When we stepped away from the fans owning the club and, people coming in and just doing whatever they want, football's changed around the country, man. It's not the same no more. I don't really enjoy it as I used to anymore. Like football used to be everything to us back in the day. Nowadays, it's just a game, innit? game that we love, and nothing more, nothing less. Really, it's just if we go to games, we go to games. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. If we draw, we draw. It's like that. It's that passion. Do you remember that passion we used to have back in the day? People like it's gone, man. It's really, really gone. Even the debates on the YouTube channel shows like people don't understand what this like football clubs meant to us back in the day. Like it meant everything, and now like politically and all this stuff is getting involved. Football used to be the thing like when you like have an issue, you like at home in life, you just go and watch your team play or watch football just to get away from troubles. But now the political side and everything is followed us down there. These rich state owners and all these people coming to the Premier League. It's become politics, man. I mean, it's a business and politics at the same time, unfortunately. Yeah, man. Big up Darrow as always, man. Big up Fozzy. Any transfer news? I already discussed it in the beginning, brother. Apart from Liverpool trying to buy Bordeaux, so FSG trying to buy Bordeaux, ain't that many, bro. We ain't moving. I mean, we're moving like a turtle at the moment. But that Rio kid from Chelsea, I think he's on his way. He's the only one that looks like it's gonna come through the door. Anthony Gordon, he's asking to leave Newcastle. From what I've heard, because he's not happy the way they try to pawn him off, get Kwanzaa the other way and get him to go to Liverpool. So now he says, I want to go and play for my boyhood club. So it's up to him. I mean, we're not going to pay 80 million for Anthony Gordon. I'm sorry, man. Like, it's not going to happen. Even I agree with that one with FSG. I mean, of all people. So that has to be stopped. So he needs to find a way in order for him, to come across. So yeah, I know we're worried, people, but my whole point of this is like I'm asking FSG, where is that 111 million for Caicedo gone? Please, someone like give me the line, as Sean Paul says. I want to know. I want to know. I wanna know, as Joe sings that song. I wanna know. Yeah, but let me go. Before I go, let me share this with you from Twitter. Let me see if I could get it up. I've always looked at this player, I don't know much about him, but I've always looked at him. This player, yeah. I really like him. He's a very busy player. He reminds me of, I think, a Jota. Maybe a Jota. It could be a Jota, yeah. I like him. Really, really like him. Let me make it bigger slightly for you guys. Sorry about that. Very rude of me. Very rude. Yeah, so there is high likelihood Danny Olmo, almost 50 million release clause will be triggered before Monday deadline with English and Spanish sides in contention. Liverpool currently not planning a move for Olmo. I like him, guys. I really, really like him. I don't know about yous, but I think he's one of the players that we should go for. What I like about him, he looks like a Jota. You know what I mean? When I see him run with the ball, I see him take shots, and he's always busy. He's always direct. I like him, because I like him with Jota, but he's fit all the time. I hope, I hope he's fit all the time as well. So yeah, we should be going in for him. If we want to go down a different route for the predictable players, Olmo is the one, man. 100%. I like him. I really, really like him, man. You see him in the Euros, man. He's phenomenal. Yeah. Let's go for him, I say. But Kudus is the one for me as well. I still want Kudus at Liverpool Football Club. Because, we've got to look for Salah's replacement, guys. You know what I mean? We're still like pussyfooting around and not realizing Salah needs a replacement eventually as well. Yeah, so if Salah stays, at least we could get a player under his tutelage, to take over from him eventually. That's what we used to do in the 70s and 80s, as I remember, remember Jimmy Case, Sammy Lee took over him afterwards. Ian Rush, John Aldridge took over him. Like we always used to have that in the background. Let them know how Liverpool play. Obviously, buy them, teach them how Liverpool play in the reserves. Then move on to the first team eventually. So this is what I want to go back to, because we're not going to spend a lot of money. Let's just be realistic here, guys. Our owners want to buy a franchise. They want to buy clubs all around the world, basketball teams, American football teams. But forget, there's an actual football team there already that needs financing in the pitch, which they're always, not doing. Yeah, so Almo, 100%, guys. Like I'll go for him, man. I'm sad. I'm sad, and Liverpool is not. You don't hear Liverpool going for him, because I'm telling you, he's like, when I look at him, he reminds me of Jota straight away. But fit consistently and all that stuff. You get goals from him, you get creativity from him, and he's a team player as well. He's willing to work hard, run up and down that pitch as well. And that's what I see when I look at Almo. I think Liverpool should step in. I mean, if all the avenues don't work, go and get him. Go and get this player, people. That's my advice. Yeah. So, guys, we've reached the hour. I hope you enjoyed this. It is what it is. I mean, I try to bring you as much as I can. And my question is, where is that 111 million for Caicedo? It was a whole season. You was there for a whole season, and you still haven't put that money forward for anyone. So, where is the player that's going to replace Caicedo for that money? And where is the money? That's what I want to know. And I still see, I don't see any answers to that. It's really bad. Guys, that's me done for today. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you all. Please hit that subscription button, notification button, like button, all that good stuff. Please follow us on our social medias, which are right there on the screen. And there's Facebook, there's Twitch as well. So go and follow that ones. And you're gonna really see me limit, my streams. It's just gonna be for YouTube people. So the whole point I've been trying to tell you is I'm trying to grow the YouTube channel. And it's free. Just hit the subscription button, like all the videos and things like that. That's all I'm asking you guys to do. It's not that hard, And help us out, man. That's all we're asking for. Help us out on the YouTube channel. Let's get to the 2,000 subscribers, and we keep moving, innit? We keep moving. Yeah, so yeah. That's all I got for you guys today. Never know. Might come back tomorrow. Maybe a breaking news. Something might happen along the way. But we'll be back on Friday around probably 9ish, or I don't know, man. Something like that. But yeah, we have to wait and see tonight if England's gonna be in the in the European Euro 2024 final. If they make it, they make it. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is. It's gonna be a very interesting game tonight, guys. I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy it. So check it out. See if things have changed for England. And Van Dijk's there as well for Holland and Gakpo. Two of our players. Yeah, good luck to both teams, man. Good luck to both teams. Yeah. All right, I have to go. Like I said, YouTube channel. Road to 2,000. Come and help us out. If not, you're going to lose that. You're going to lose that. I'm telling you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Take care.